tensions are rising between Egypt and Israel as Israeli leaders insist on going ahead with a military offensive along the Rafah border crossing with Egypt. Cairo has repeatedly warned that such an aggression would lead to further bloodshed against the over 2 million Palestinian civilians already suffering in Gaza. It would also lead to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians across the Rafah border into Egypt, something Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has stressed several times that he will prevent from happening.
We have been patient and calm, but this doesn't mean we are weak or complacent. We are not weak or complacent. No displacement for the Palestinians in Gaza to Egypt. This is a red line for us.
Israel's continued onslaught on Palestinians has pushed relations between it and Egypt to their lowest point since the two countries signed their historic peace treaty in 1979. The Egyptian president went as far as refusing to take calls from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and all contacts are only being maintained through security officials. There are fears that Israel's plans could lead to a direct confrontation.
Egypt has threatened to freeze the peace agreement with Israel, which will have a huge ripple effect on the region, causing major instabilities. Egypt will not just take simple diplomatic steps like calling its ambassador, but the reaction will be much stronger and will be felt on the international stage.
Meanwhile, Egypt's military has been on high alert at the border, but Cairo has denied recent media claims that it's preparing refugee camps in the Egyptian Rafah region, saying the satellite images released by international media outlets are old footage not related to the Palestinian issue.
Israel's attempts to displace Palestinians and dissolve the Palestinian cause will have a catastrophic impact not on Palestine only, but also on Egypt's national security. That's why Egypt denied building camps.
According to the UN's Refugee Agency for Palestine, UNRWA, nearly 29,000 Palestinians, many of them women and children, have been killed by Israeli attacks since the war began in October last year. The already dire humanitarian crisis is expected to worsen if there's a new offensive on Rafah. The plan for a military offensive on the border region, recently announced by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, has already evoked widespread international criticism against Israel, including from its staunch allies, the UK and the United States. Yes, Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.